So it's me again. Anyways, it's leap day again, or the leap year again. February 29th. Next time there's going to be a February 29th, that's going to be 2012. Or whatever. But anyways, I was just all tired this week. But I think it's just my whole biological clock or whatever, my whole sleeping clock is all weird. So, anyways, besides all of that, um, there's not really much going on here, but it's just I've been playing a lot of Maple Story, and of course I also watched another gay movie and Chuck and Larry this week, and I actually really like those movies. And a couple of other things I was gonna talk about, but I kind of forgot about it. But anyways, one of the things that I was just going to talk about a little bit later on was it had to do with everything as far as my life goes, but I just seem to feel like here it is February, and here it is like it's already still the beginning of the year, and I haven't really seen any little weird mistakes any of the past mistakes that come back and haunt me. At least just the ones from last year that haven't come back and haunt me or anything like that. I mean, the only real mistakes from the year before that coming back and haunt me this year was just I think it might have been Matt. But then I think he was just pissed off at me for whatever reason. But I think I just managed to make him understand that I just wasn't interested in anything more than just a friendship, and he just wouldn't listen, for that matter. But other than that, I think I've probably done a couple of other mistakes last year, but it seemed like none of them have come back and haunt me, as far as that goes. I just finally telling that one loser to leave me alone, otherwise I'm going to file a restraining order against him, and that was basically it. And then other than that, I mean, that one daddy that kept bugging me 2 years ago, I finally gotten the hit that I'm just one of those guys that just doesn't like daddies, and then he just needs to understand it and then move on to someone that actually does. I mean, sometimes those guys have to understand that there's some younger guys that just don't like older men, for that matter. And there's some that do, but I'm the one that doesn't, and that they should just respect that and move on. But other than that, there's just I don't know what there is to say about everything else. I mean, everything's kind of fine. I mean, I'm not really in a rush to do anything as far as love or things like that. And then why should I be? It's like some people that are like that. When they rush into a relationship, they basically set themselves up to disappointment about a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of months later. After that sort of so-called whirlwind romance starts. And then there's some people like me who just prefer to take their time. I prefer to take my time with people and get to know them first, not just rush in. That's not me. I mean, at least that was me. But it's not me anymore to kind of rush into things. And I think I just have such a disdain people that are like um, the whole hopeless romantics. But those are those people who just focus too much on finding love, and it's just that they spend all their time finding it. You know, and to the point where it's like all they're really looking for is just this, and when they're just simply there's just nothing else going on with them. And then I just seem to have utter disdain for people that are on the opposite end of the spectrum, the people who are just commitment folks that can't even, the ones who just can't even stick to one person for 15 seconds. Like if that's just some sort of committed relationship or some sort, but even though you're just chatting with somebody for like 15 seconds or talking to them for 15 seconds just to get to know them, and then you're just not interested in them. And then you're just not interested in having anything solid. You know, but I just feel like, who cares about that kind of thing, because there's just some people that are just too lonely, and then they just need to kind of realize that sometimes it just happens, but they have to understand that some people just aren't ready for a relationship just yet, and there are some people, a very few people, that just don't want anything serious altogether. They just like meeting new people. They just like the whole rush of such things, but other than that, they just don't want to have anything serious or anything. And there are just some people that either just don't really want to have any serious relationships because they're just too busy to take care of that kind of thing. Too busy with work, too busy with school, too busy building up a lie about themselves or whatever. And then we have people who are just so clingy that if love was a person, then they'll do the whole it's not you, it's me. But anyways, I guess that's just my take on that. But then whatever having to people in the middle ground, people that actually want to take their time getting to know people, getting to see whether there's anything getting there, instead of just desperately clinging on to people like that, or avoiding anything remotely a commitment. On the other hand, that's just what's so fucked up about this world, Why can't people just be like in the more perfect balance on everything? One hand on realism, one hand on romance. Or I should say, one foot on realism and one foot on romance, like me. I could be a little bit romantic, but I'm also tending to be a little bit realistic about relationships, And then suppose if you have 2 feet, in that kind of case, then you're some hopeless romantic. Or if you have 2 feet on the other hand, then you're kind of like those commitment phobic people who are afraid of anything that's remotely committed, But anyways, I guess that's my video blog for now.